Hey nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today on my channel we are doing some thrift shopping at Goodwill, so I wanted to take you thrifting along with me. I briefly checked out the handpick section and I got really excited when I saw these two lamps on the end. You guys will see just a second here. I hardly ever find lamps that I like at the thrift store, and these lamps, I'm telling you, were absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, they had $15 on this swan with a Capo di Monte style florals on it, and it was a newer piece made in China, so it wasn't anything too miraculous there for $15. But yeah, now on to the lamps. Look how stunning these are. I love the colors, they were totally my vibe, and they even had the lampshades with them. Unfortunately, they did have several little nicks in them. This one wasn't too bad, but the other one had severe cracking in it, and I was so bummed. I was still contemplating them because, I mean, look at them. They're absolutely stunning. They were only asking $30 for the set, but as you can see, several big gouges in them. I was so bummed about that. Today I'm actually participating in a collaboration put on by my friend Nicole Northgarden. I will link her channel down below. It is called the Thrift Shop Hop, so a bunch of YouTubers have joined together, and we will all leave links down in our description so you can click on that and move on over to the next video in the playlist. So I am friends with many of the ladies participating, and I think you guys will really enjoy their channels, so be sure to check them out. Do you guys happen to know what the use of this is? I was staring at it. It's very pretty, but I have no idea what you would use that for. It's such an interesting shaped dish. So this was a very interesting shaped dish for a vintage china dish. It kind of looks like one of those pizza stones. But again, it was a china dish and it had some like silver edging around it, and a lot of that had come off, so that wasn't something I was interested in. This on the bottom, I could see it looked like ironstone, so I wanted to take that off and give that a look. On top of the ironstone, first I found this beautiful Sheffield Serenade pattern platter. Made in the USA, fantastic quality. I love to pick those up when I see that particular pattern. I really love that nice golden yellow. So now let's move on to the amazing ironstone I found. So this here is Wildwood is the pattern. It is a England ironstone, has these beautiful black and white florals. And it's actually hand engraved, so very cool. This was actually in really great condition. Often when I find ironstone, it's kind of chippy, so that was really cool. These platters sell for around $35, so at only $6, that was a fantastic deal. They had several of these 1960s Franciscan earthenware mug and saucer sets. They were asking $3 per two-piece set, which was very reasonable. And yeah, this is in the Hyacinthe yellow pattern, so very gorgeous. Down here, these caught my attention as well. It has the 1970s colors that I love so much. They had the little creamer there, asking $4 for that. These are semi-virtuous Edwin M. Knowles china plates, and they do all feature the gold rim around it. I'm not personally into the fine china things with a gold rim. I did really love this set. Had it not had the gold, I definitely would have snagged it up. It was so beautiful and definitely my style, but yeah, I'm not into the fine china, so unfortunately I did decide to pass on those. As I was getting ready to walk away, I looked on the shelf below it and they had matching bowls and plates and salad plates. They were really making it hard to walk away from this set. As you can see, lots and lots of beautiful dishware. It's so overwhelming sometimes because there is so many great pieces, but you kind of have to be selective. I do love to pick up the vintage Corningware. They had these beautiful sunflower bugs. They're actually called the Sensation pattern, and they were produced from 96 and 97, so a little newer than the ones I like to pick up for Corningware. I try to stick to the 70s. Here we have some spring blossom saucers, so I actually have plenty of those. Wasn't in need, so left those behind for somebody else. I always like checking out the souvenirs. This one was from Scotland. Bells isn't something I really like to collect personally unless it's from a specific area that I've been or really enjoy. I do like Scotland as some Scottish heritage, but I wasn't really wanting the bell this day. I did, however, find this vintage sun catcher. It says, "Have a nice day." It's so adorable. Looks very 1970s to me, and only $1. This shelf was pretty bare. I was surprised to see that. And so, it's kind of almost harder for me to look when it's so bare because I don't tend to want to kind of dig and check things out. I might miss more, honestly, if it doesn't have as many things because, the more you see, the more you're going to want to dig, right? But it is what it is. They did have this really cool Key West trivet for only $1. Had some different tourist attractions that they have there, so I love picking out state souvenir pieces. I thought that was pretty cool. This birdhouse vase caught my attention. It had these faux flowers in it. I thought it was really pretty. I could tell it was modern. I tend to like to just pick up vintage items. So, I don't know. Should I get this? Only $3. It looks like the flowers will pull out. So I can replace those. They're a little, dated. But yeah, I thought that was really, really pretty. Had great colors. Thought it looked nice with my 1970s decor, and I could change out the flowers to kind of fit my aesthetic a little bit better than the purple. So you guys talked me into it. I put it in my cart. I get requests to show the dolls that my thrift store has quite a bit, so here's my little contribution to that. Personally, dolls creep me out, such as this one. I think she is super creepy. She just has that look to her like she would be in a horror movie or something. They had this interesting basket of dolls, so I went through those for my doll lovers. They definitely had some age to them. Kind of cool. I kind of like this one here. Not as creepy. She's kind of sweet. Looks like she lives on a little prairie. I'm always a little, disturbed at how I have to try to find the date on these things. I don't really ever understand where exactly to find them. Usually they're on the backs or their necks, or it's always a little weird having to undress them to try to find the dates, but I thought she was actually pretty cool. So, since I do like to resell some stuff, I thought she'd be a cool one to resell. It's not something I pick up too often, but I really liked her. Most of these were porcelain dolls. The one thing I did like about them is the size. Often when I see the porcelain dolls, they're quite a bit larger than these, so I actually really appreciate the mini collection. I was a porcelain collector. I think that's probably what I would have went ahead and done. Someone must have dropped off their entire doll collection. We have another one on the other side. She was kind of cute. She had the little side eyes there. I can't get over how empty the shelves are lately. I found a Avon decanter I hadn't seen before. Really cute frog. He has a chef's hat. I really like the emblem on the back side of it. It was kind of like a 1970s floral. Have to give it the shake test to see how much liquid might be in it. I don't tend to pick it up if it is spilled because I don't enjoy the scent, but he was just so fun, so into the cart he goes. The dolls are haunting me everywhere now. I give them one look and then they show up everywhere. I checked out this box here. I enjoy recipe boxes. I thought that might be filled with recipes, so I always want to check even though it was a newer one. Sometimes you could find old handwritten recipes inside. They had a couple of really nice trivets down here, kind of more of a beach nautical theme. Not really my personal style, but I did really think it was quite beautiful. That one unfortunately had a chip at the corner. You will typically find those tile trivets with chips in them, so you really have to look them over. They had the footprints in the sand poem here. They actually had that at my grandfather's funeral, so that was kind of nice. Not really seeing a whole lot at the thrift store today. They had this light socket art up here. I don't know how else to describe it. It's what it looks like to me. And yeah, so very bare shelves, unfortunately. I do always like to glance at the animal figurines when I see them because they're very popular. They're one of my most popular things I do pick up to resell. People really enjoy them. This was not hand painted. I thought it might have been. I've been wanting to get a vintage fondue set for quite a while. I love the little fondue forks in the set with the different colors. On the end, I was hoping this was going to be in good condition, and unfortunately, it was so rusted up, and I mean, I'm not going to use a rusty fondue pot, so that did not come home with me. I'll still keep my eye out for a good one. Maybe I'll have to go to the antique mall to see if I can find one in a little bit better condition. There was some literature on the box dating that to 1985. I did find this smaller one here. I was kind of hoping for a little bit larger of a one, so I didn't really check it out too long. This was something I'd never seen before, a butter warmer, so you guys were fancy back in the day. Check that out. So I'm going to link the next video in this Thrift Shop Hop down in the description below. Be sure to click on that. It will take you to the next participant's video. You can see another Thrift with Me and Thrift Haul video, and then so on and so forth. There's several of us doing it, so it's a nice little chain of videos you guys can check out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out and see what I ended up purchasing today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you then. Bye.